The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam warned us. He told us that the hour will not come until you see 10 signs, of which one of them will be the Dajjal, the false Massiah. He has been described to us by the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam as being blind in the right eye and looks as if he has a bulging out grape effect in the other eye. Between the eyes of this liar will be an inscription known as kafir, disbeliever. The Arabic letters kafara will be visible to all the believers. Dajjal will be a young man with very curly hair, and this hair will be very thick. He is also described as being short and hen-toed. He will be broad-chested and hunchbacked, and his head from the back will look like a network of roads. What will he bring with him, and how will he cause this fitna? He will bring with him 2 rivers, one of that which will be fire, whilst the other that of water. These rivers will resemble 2 things. They will resemble paradise and hell, Jannah and Jahannam. The fire that resembles hell will be our water, and the water that resembles paradise will be hell. Dajjal will present himself as a tyrant king at first. Then he will claim prophethood, and finally he will claim divinity. He will conquer cities, villages and forts, and there will be no land remaining where he will not trample except Mecca and Medina. His stay on earth will be 40 days, but not like the 40 days that we have come to know. These days will be divided, and they will be very lengthy, a trial that no one should wish to endure. The first of these days will be equivalent to the length of 1 year. The next day will be like that of a month, and the third day will be like of a week, with the rest of the days being like our ordinary days. Now these days adding up to a total of a year, 2 months and 15 days. He will have a wide forehead and a long neck with something on it, and he will emerge from the east and start inviting people one by one to the truth, and they will start loving him and start following him. He will even fight for the believers and defeat the enemy. Once all of this has happened, he will then claim to be a prophet. He will then stick to this claim until such time when he will claim to be Allah. So he will claim divinity and he will say that he is God. And because of the statement that he will proclaim, Allahu Rahman Rahim will cause his eyes to be defective while cutting off both his ears, and have the word kafir inscribed on him for all the believers to see. Now look at this. Dajjal will take it a step further and call upon a man and slay him and cut off his limbs into pieces, and he will throw these limbs far away so that all the people witness this. He will then gather all the pieces and strike it with his staff, and this man will stand up and come back to life. Now Dajjal will be proud. Now, because he has showed his power to everyone, he will then claim in front of all of them that he is Allah. He will say that he gives life and he causes death. He will come from Yahudiya, Ispahan, on his donkey, who will have no tail, and the donkey's ears will be 40 cubits apart from each other. His donkey will be able to cover a 4-night journey with only 2 steps. Dajjal will have a mountain of smoke ahead of him and another mountain behind him. He will be able to stop the sun's movement and lengthen the day. And then he will be able to move it again, causing it to shorten the days. He will revive dead animals by using devils to pose as them, and the people will embrace these devils and fill their homes with these devils. He will have mountains with him, of which there will be a mountain of light, a mountain of meat that will not get cold, a flowing river, a mountain of gardens whose fields will be green, and a mountain of smoke and fire.